Um, we used to fight for building blocks. I'm also going to censor myself. Let me just say that I'm not. This is
Yeah,
pseudo family
he can
friendly
play.
ish. You know what I mean? So
Yeah, he can play this in the car
this
with the kids.
exactly. It's for the babies. We used to fight for building blocks. Now we fight for blocks with buildings that make a killing. I mean, I could just stop here and get into detail, but I'm just gonna let's just keep going. The closest of friends when we first started, but grew apart as the money grew and soon grew black hearted. Thinking back when we were
Mm,
first learned, right? Thinking back when we first learned to use rubbers, he never learned. So in turn, I'm kidnapping his baby's mother. Let's stop. Thinking back
sheesh.
when we first learned, like it's the innocence of it, like back then, like we can all relate to that as men. Like we all
Yeah,
like when he says that line, it's like I get that. You know what I mean? Like
yeah,
we were
yeah,
all, what I mean, horn dogs or whatever. You first learn to use rubbers,
yeah,
we all get that. You know what I mean? And then
yeah,
he never
yeah.
learned. So in turn, first of all, the inner rhyme play with the he never learned. So in
Yes.
turn, I mean, aside from what he's actually saying, just the inner rhyme scheme is ridiculous. So in turn, I'm kidnapping his baby's mother. Like to take it from the, like, man, when we were adolescents and we were just trying to hit and we're learning how to use condoms and fast forward to now, and now I got his baby mother kidnapped in this room because I'm trying to find this dude. Like
And he ain't using
it's just,
condoms anymore.
you know what I mean? Like, like I took right. Like basically it's like we both learned to use them. Now I'm gonna take the weakness that I know you had, and because of that weakness that
Yes.
you never were able to resolve, this is the result of it. I'm kidnapping your baby's mom
Yes.
because of what you couldn't
My
do
God.
back. I mean, bruh, there was so much. There was so much in this verse, man. All right, let me continue. I'm sorry. I feel like I'm the stand now. What's
Oh
going
no,
on?
you're
All
good, man.
right, let me continue.
No, welcome.
My
Welcome.
my
Yeah.
my hand around her collar, feeding her cheese. She said the taste of dollars was, so I fed her 50s. About his whereabouts, I wasn't convinced. I kept feeding her money till her ish started to make sense. I mean, obviously, the money till the make started to make sense. Sense. I mean,
Right.
obviously, you see that, but
Right.
but even in those sort of not basic, but in rhymes that you can get, that are easily understandable, like it still just gives you like about his whereabouts. I wasn't convinced. Like you just know that he's looking at her like I don't believe you. Like you know what I mean. Like here's another. I'm
Right.
gonna stuff another 50 in your mouth. Like it's just
Well,
visceral, dark. It's ugly. It's like, and the whole time you're listening to it, especially after you listen to it the first time, you're listening to it and you're thinking, this is his friend's baby's
yeah.
mom. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like this isn't like some random stranger on the
Yeah.
street that he was a psycho or snatched up. Like he is this is premeditated what he is doing with this woman because of the
Yeah.
connection with this dude.
Well, like
It's
you said, it grew. The money grew, and it grew black hearted. Right.
yep,
The
exactly.
other, the
Right.
other part of it too is kind of a flex because he's sitting there saying, I gave her dollars, and then I had to give her. They said the taste was ishy, so I had to
Right.
give her 50s.
Yep,
And like
exactly.
he's just saying, I'm just feeding this girl 50s because I'm balling
Right.
like that.
So whatever. I'm right. Whatever it takes. I don't care. I don't care what I gotta do. I'm gonna find this dude one way or the
Right.
other. It's crazy,
Sheesh.
man. So who could ever foresee? We used to stay up all night at slumber parties. Now trying to rock his bee to sleep. Like it's so
Sheesh.
dark, man. Like it's
It's so
like,
dark.
and this is what I see. This is why I like that writer that talked about the dead emotion of it. This is a great example of that. We used to stay up all night at slumber parties. Now I'm trying to rock his bee to sleep. Like he says it, he doesn't say it like I wish I wasn't. He's just saying it
Yeah.
like I'm trying to do this because I gotta find him. Period. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like
God.
he knows by saying the line, he knows what it means, but he also knows that it
Yeah.
doesn't mean enough to him to stop. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like he's got to do it because this is the game. Like this is literally the evils that we're wrapped up in, and we're both in this game, and these are the
Right.
rules. And yes, we were kids and we grew up together wearing pajamas and all that or whatever. This ain't that now. Like this is real
No.
life or death. You know what I mean?
And,
But
and,
yeah,
and yeah, and we're grown now, and
right.
And you think of it too, bro, like, this is the baby's mom, so, like, the kid is there,
The kid's there. Exactly. You know what I mean? Like,
right?
right. Like,
Like,
isn't, yeah, it isn't like he just snatched her at work and took her to, you know what I mean? Like, he went to the crib. Like,
right.
he's at the crib and the baby, you know, so you're sort of picturing it like she's tied up in a chair in her own place, in her own apartment. Kid is screaming on the
Yeah,
floor in the corner or something, you know, like,
right.
yeah, all that is there. Like, all the chaos of it is there. And there's just this emotionless, you know, sociopath,
Dead behind the eyes.
you know what I mean? Dead
Yeah.
behind the eyes, like, I've got one task I need to do, and I'm doing whatever I got to do it. I don't care if your kid is crying on the floor. Man,
Oof.
it's just,
Oof.
man, it's just a
Oof.
criminal masterpiece, man. Like, you know, obviously I'm not condoning the stuff that he's writing in this verse, you know, but this is, you know, like, this is
Sure.
a story. Like, you know, you watch
This
Goodfellas, it's a
was
story. This is a story, you know what I mean? And
right.
this is like a story like I hadn't
Yeah.
heard
This was his life.
from a hip hop artist, you know, up until this point, and it's just mind boggling,
Yeah.
you know. All right,
It's
let me finish reading it
alright.
off, and then we can. All, yeah, like, to your point, to all the years we were real close. Now I see his fears through her tears. No, she wishes we were still close. Like I know, looking at her, she wishes that none of this was in the way. Like, that we were all still
Yes.
cool, we were all still young and having fun and learning how to live life. But that's just not how it is
Right.
right now. You know what I mean? So yeah,
No.
like, even,
No.
you know, and even, like, even the last two lines, like, there's a sadness, like to a point. Like, there's a, you know, like, don't cry, it is to be. Like just that
That's
line.
crazy.
Don't, you know what I mean? Like, don't cry, it is to be. Like like he sees this woman crying, she's screaming, she's thinking, I'm gonna die. I don't know where he is, you know, that type of thing. He's, you know, in his mind, he's like, don't
Like,
cry, it is to be. In time,
that's
I'll take
crazy.
away your miseries and make it mine, the evils. Like,
Ugh.
she's
Ugh.
done. Like, she's done. Like, there is no way. It's
Yeah.
just like, oh, you know, when I was listening to this today, it made me think of the movie No Country for Old Men. Have you seen that?
I have not, but I want to.
Oh
Is it
man,
good?
I would highly recommend it. It's an unusual
Okay.
movie, but man, I'm telling you, when you see that, like, the villain character, you're gonna remember these lines, man. You're gonna remember these lines because
Oh,
the same
okay.
sociopathic mentality is here. Like, it's very different in the movie, but that mentality is in these two lines. Like, don't cry, it is to be. In time, I'll take away your miseries and make it mine. Like, you're gone. Like, if you don't give me what I want, you're gone.
You're
If you
done.
give me what I want, you're gone.
Yes.
But just understand, I'm gonna take
Yes.
that pain that you're dealing with,
Ugh.
and it's gonna sit with me until I'm gone. Because that's what the evils are.
Yeah.
That's the game that I have
Ugh.
subscribed to, that your man has subscribed to. That's what this is. So you're just going to be a casualty in it. It is to be. Don't cry. It is to
Yeah.
be. This is what's going to happen. It's just the way it
Like,
is. It's unbelievable to
whenever
me how it's crazy.
just even like whenever you ever heard an artist just say it is to be, like you're speaking
Right.
like the Queen's English, like in the
Right,
middle of rap.
exactly, right. In the midst of all this, like, real grimy, like, Project Hood, you know, dope, you know,
Oh,
crime, you know what I mean? Like, and this is what
right.
you hit them with. Don't cry, it is to be. In time, I
That's some
take away your miseries.
that's some Godfather stuff, man.
I'm telling you,
You know what I mean? Like, don't
yeah,
cry, it is to be. I'll take
I
away
could,
your
man,
miseries, make it mine.
I'm telling you, you could have a class on just that verse alone. Like, you could
Yeah.
literally, someone could just do a whole semester just breaking down that verse in every way possible. It's
Yeah.
unbelievable to me. It's just, yeah, it's one of the
It's
greatest verses I've ever heard, ever.